tail. It's going to be us. Presidents. Happy President's Day, everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, here goes. The show has begun, and it will record in precisely these many seconds. In 3, 2, 1.
Viagra.
Viability.
Viable. Vile. Viaduct.
Viands.
Vibrancy. Vibraphone. Vibrator.
Vicar of Christ.
Vicarious liability. Vice chairman.
Vice President. Vice Squad.
Viceroy.
Vicious.
Vichyssoise.
Viciously. Vicissitudes.
Victimhood.
Viciousness.
Vagina.
I ran out of pity.
Ah, shit.
I ran out of pity.
The morning stream. The morning stream. The morning stream. The morning stream. The morning stream.
The morning stream. That's my safety word.
The morning stream. The morning stream. The morning stream. The morning stream.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. This is TMS, the morning stream for Monday, February 17th, 2020. I'm Scott Johnson. He's Brian Ibbett. Hi, Brian Ibbett. Good morning.
Well, hello, Scott. How are you?
I'm all right. I feel a little frazzled, but I think that's a new Monday normal because I got to get a comic out in the morning, and it's already drawn and done. I just have to do all the posting and the 5 different ways it goes out on the web and everything, and I think I need to carve out an additional, 20 minutes on my Monday just to make sure I've got everything covered because, little things can happen. It's like, oh, how come MailChimp is lagging? Okay, well, I got to deal with that for a minute. Oh, okay, it was just a temporary thing. All right, well, no problem. Oh, shoot, I forgot to put the file. I gotta think ahead. I gotta have some planning.
Yeah.
So, it's fine.
This could be a day to do that, right? Because we won't have the distractions of the bank or mail
Right.
or
Right. Which explains why everything I ordered last week that I need for stuff doesn't come till tomorrow. And I'd forgotten about this dumb holiday. Why is this a holiday? We don't get this off. Who's this for? Bankers and government people. That's it.
exactly government workers. Well, Tina as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Because she can't do security clearances because the people that she would normally need to interview are off today. So
she's government adjacent. We're gonna call her that.
she's government adjacent, right? She doesn't work for the government.
Nope.
She doesn't watch the
news. All right, check this out, everybody. I've got a Monday morning film review, and it's me.
What?
I know.
What? An MMFR from Scott.
I know.
What?
Isn't that weird? It's just crazy. So
I know we've been lagging ever since the Oscars. Well, which I guess is just a week ago, but
yeah,
we've been like, okay, we don't have to rush out and see 8 movies a week to make sure we see everything we want to see.
that's true. This is one I just did for fun. So here's our little theme. It's like 21st century Fox now. I heard they were going to rename it. It was going to be called 20 something else. They're going to change the name of 20th Century Fox now that Disney owns it. They want to change it. What did they change it to? Yeah, hold on. This is a kind of
20th
interesting
Century
thing.
Mouse.
20th Century new name. Let's see if I can find it. Disney officially releases 20th Century Studios intro. Oh, it's now called 20th Century Studios. That's it.
20th Century Studios. Okay.
Yeah. So it's that's fine, right?
Yeah.
That's
It's
okay.
funny that they didn't update it to 21st. Like if we're going to change it from 20th Century Fox to 20th Century Studios, you think, well, let's update it to 21st Century Studios.
I mean, all things being equal, yes. Why not?
Yeah,
Why?
right.
Why?
And you're making one. You're changing the business cards anyway.
Right.
Might as well make that change as well.
It's a single digit. Kevin can make the Photoshop change to the 1 from the 0.
That's right.
Just do it.
It is a bad idea to include any sort of time indicator in your company name,
Right.
because it's going to get outdated. Like, we are some Blingtron 2000. I know Blingtron, but I'm trying to think of like a good company name. Apparently, I've got WoW on my mind.
Yeah, I like it.
But anything that's got like a year or something in it is going to get outdated eventually. So
yeah, get ahead of this, guys. Don't be late. Don't be lame. So there it is. Disney Studios official releases 20th Century Studios logo. I wonder if this logo is playable. Oh, it's for the trailer for Call of the Wild, which we also saw last night in our little film.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. At the Harrison Ford deal.
belongs in a museum, Dad.
My daughter, because she's a boob, and I'm in the best way, she remembers reading that book in high school, and as soon as they showed the trailer, she burst into tears because she still gets really emotional about the Call of the Wild movie or book. So
Yeah.
she goes, "I can't see that movie, Dad." And I look over at her, and she's just tearing up. I'm like, "Carter, it's just a trailer. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine here." All right. Hey, so anyway, that leads me right to what I did yesterday. I went to see a movie, and took just the daughter. Me and Kim went downtown, picked her up, and hung out, had breakfast, and went and saw a movie. We went and saw Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic, the revamped Hedgehog.
Right, the revamped, re-graphicked Hedgehog. All for the best, by the way. That changes exactly what they should have done. However, here's the weird bit. Not what I expected. It's a good movie under there. Like, it's actually pretty good. Like,
Really?
I mean, it's not really for me. Like, it is for me from a nostalgia point of view because I loved my Genesis and played a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog and all of that. But it also just is a fun, super family friendly, kids are gonna love it movie. It's not. It's better than it ever deserved to be, and I'm really surprised by it. I came away just having a great time. It was really fun.
Does it? So I've seen the trailer.
Yeah.
Does it feel? Is it more than what I'm predicting it is based on the trailer? Like, am I? After watching the trailer, am I thinking? Or here's what I am thinking.
Okay.
Don't tell me what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you think what you think. Go ahead.
I think it's, all right, it is a formulaic story. Sonic lands on Earth or suddenly appears, befriends a dude, and together they have to stop Robotnik, Jim Carrey, and
Kind of, except it's a little bit
along
reversed.
the way somebody learns something about themselves.
I mean, you're not wrong. The structurally, it's that, like there's
Okay. All
there's some nuance to it. Actually, Robotnik, his origin is that he works for the government and he's trying to track down this blue anomaly. So that eventually turns on him and stuff. But it's such a flimsy game premise that somehow that all of those tropes you just mentioned, they just kind of work. It's just kind of a
Really?
feel good
Okay.
good time. Like they don't take themselves too seriously, and James Marsden is ridiculously charming, and just sort of does what he does, and he's fine in it, and all the supporting cast are fine. I will say this is the first time I've laughed out loud at Jim Carrey in years. Like, he is very funny in this, and
Wow.
in a way that it's old Jim Carrey. It's like just
The mask
frenetic,
stuff, Jim.
sort of, but not even quite that. Just frenetic and energetic and just all over the place and loud and crazy and facial expressions and all of that. Like, it almost, like what I'm describing almost sounds annoying, but it actually works here very well. And I was really surprised. So here's the thing: the underlying movie didn't really change. All they changed was the character model. I mean,
The CGI of you're right.
yeah, all of the stuff to deal with the actual Sonic. And the result is, I think they already had a decent underpinning, which is probably what motivated them. They're like, you know what? It'd be worth it for us to do this. Let's make the change. The outcry's strong enough. It makes sense. Let's spend the extra money. Let's do what we have to do because we think we have a potential hit here. And they made more money over the weekend than any opening of any video game in the history, or video game movie in the history of video game movies. So it did really well. The previous record holder was Let's Go Pikachu, or whatever the hell it's called. What's it called?
Oh,
Pikachu.
the Detective Pikachu?
Yeah, that was the last record holder. But this beat it. And
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I walked out of there going, that was so much fun. And they had great references and nerdy stuff. The credits are my favorite thing in the world because they
really?
did this
Right.
cool retro thing that just I didn't expect. And
Does the movie begin with Sega?
it did. And it was awesome because they do this thing. Oh, I'm so glad you asked that because I almost forgot to say it. The logo, how it starts is like old school 16-bit Sonic running, through Green Hill Zone or something. But then the camera starts to pull back, and next to him is a Streets of Rage screen going on, and next to that is Golden Axe, and over here is Space Harrier. And
Oh no, are they setting up the Sega Cinematic Universe?
kinda, it was like one of those Marvel logos. You know how the Marvel
Really?
logo
Okay,
shows
yeah.
all the montage, except these were all like video
right.
game screens, all gridded out. And as it zoomed out, you see all these Sega games that get just bigger and bigger. I mean, they had like what was that? Oh, what was that weird dance game? They're making a VR game now.
Yeah, the
Planet
not
99
Space
or
Channel 5.
Space Channel 5. That's it.
Yeah.
They had that in there. Oh, Dong Man's back. We got it.
Oh, Dong awareness. Well, this one's not very good. It does not work on my
No.
whatever app this is that I'm using.
Yeah, he's terrible. I got to put that follow remote on. I keep forgetting. But anyway, what was I saying? I forgot.
The Sega pull back the Sega opening logo.
Right. So this stuff pulls back, and it's just this grid of tons and tons of games. And as it pulls out those, it gets smaller and more definite. You realize, oh, it's making the Sega logo. And then in a big orchestrated, like resounding, like rumble seats fashion, it goes brrr, brrr, like the Sega sound. It's great.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool. I kind of actually would love to see a Sega cinematic universe with all these, like, all of a sudden, Choo Choo Rocket, the movie.
I mean, who knows? I doubt that they may do sequels to this because this was really fun and
did well
it's
for 'em,
successful,
sure.
and the audience scores are very positive. Tomatoes are, it's in the fresh range. It's currently at 64 or something. Just plenty. And I would call it about that. It's not, you're not going to walk out here going, man, did the Oscars just miss this one? Like, wow. It's not that, right? It's not one of those. Sure. But if I was an 11-year-old kid, I would think I just saw the coolest thing I ever saw. Like, I would be so
The sad thing is the 11-year-old kid would never have had, would unlikely have had access to a Sega Genesis.
That's true. That's true.
It's a weird Venn diagram of the people who owned a Sega Genesis and the people who are young enough to really love a movie like this. There's so little overlap.
Yeah.
But the nostalgia factor is that overlap, is that Venn diagram overlap.
Yeah, you're right. And it also works for kids because I think Sonic as a character is sort of carried on anyway in the popular culture, even though the games haven't been great. He's still sort of out there. Sure. There's comics and there's cartoons and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they have access to.
Sure. They know who he is. But what really surprised me is during the movie, there were a lot of kids in this theater. And during the movie, they were quiet when you're supposed to be quiet. Like, no loud kids. It was great. And then when something happened that was shocking, that would be shocking to a 10-year-old in the story, you would hear kids gasp in the theater. I heard kids go,
really? Oh, that's cool. That's
whoa, like, we can't believe it. It was just like this great experience of like, oh yeah, right. These sometimes can be okay. Like these don't have to all be shit. This is like a decent film and it's fun and I had a blast. And
JC Calhoun found the video of the Sega logo movie intro.
Well, let's take a look here. I think this, he's probably right.
That's quick. That's a really quick one. I bet that's not the one you heard.
Yeah, let me see here. Oh, yeah. Why is this sped up? That's way sped up. That's not right. Yeah, the one I saw was very slow, and it had Mario sounds as it started to get out, and then you heard the other game sounds kind of blend in, and then they all kind of...
Sonic, not Mario.
Yeah. Did I say Mario?
Yeah.
There's also some pretty good digs at Mario in this game or in this movie.
Really?
Yeah, that's great. Like there's I don't want to give anything away 'cause it's actually legit a spoiler, but there's like some pretty good shade.
I'll definitely watch it when it comes to streaming. I don't know if right now if we go see a movie in the theater, probably Birds of Prey would be our next one, or that underwater one, if that's still in the theaters. Maybe that one kind of tanked, no pun intended.
Wait,
the one with
underwater one. What is that?
It's called Underwater, and it has it's like The Abyss kind of horror movie, but there's a creature under the water. JC Calhoun says Underwater was not good. Kristen Stewart, that's who I was trying to remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hadn't heard of that. Why that's completely new to me for some reason. Usually I know about these things. Well, okay. Well,
it is horror movie time right now, right? With
is it?
Yeah, isn't that Fantasy Island at 9%? Not surprised about Blumhouse's Fantasy Island.
Oh, 9%? Boo. Boo.
It seems like there were a bunch of horror movies that came out recently.
Oh yeah, Fantasy Island. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's like it made enough money though.
Not.
Probably made their budget back.
Doolittle, I don't care about.
Doolittle is at 15. You don't want that one.
Yeah. Oh, Just Mercy we want to see. I haven't seen that one. Oh yeah, The Turning is one of those new ones. That one is that's the one with Mackenzie Davis from Blade Runner and what was the *Halt and Catch Fire*, the TV show?
Oh,
The blonde.
right, the blonde.
Yep.
From.
By the way, I
yeah.
just watched Blade Runner 2049 over the weekend. Woke up Saturday morning a little hungover because kind of overdid it a lot Saturday night after the Mammoth game.
Yeah.
Well, the crazy neighbor. But I was like, okay. So watched a little bit of the original Blade Runner. I'm like, you know what? I've seen this a billion times. I've only seen 2049 a couple times. Let's watch that. And so I watched that in the morning and forgotten about
So good.
Ana de Armas from Knives Out being the VR love of Ryan Gosling's life, and
She's amazing. She's so
she's
good.
great.
Yeah, I love her. I love that movie. 2049 is amazing.
Yeah, really is.
Cannot wait
Boy,
to see.
it's long.
It's very long, but I can't wait
Yeah.
to see Villeneuve's Dune. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
And the guy Deakins, Roger Deakins, who did all the cinematography for Blade Runner 2049, was the guy who just won for all the great work he did in 1917.
Oh, look at him with all the numbers and the years. Nice.
That's right. Yeah, good point.
Yeah,
I will only do movies with years in the title from now on.
that's pretty funny. Well, anyway, I liked it. Sonic the Hedgehog, catch it. Especially if you got kids, take your kids. They'll love it. 4-year-olds, totally fine. As long as they can comprehend, they'll love it. It's just a fun, non-violent, not scary, but also kind of cool. The effects are good too, by the way. It's not cheesy and lame. It's really good and well done stuff. There's some cheese. Don't get me wrong. Like, this movie's got some cheese, and there are moments where I was like, oh, can my eyes roll any harder? And it was usually when what's his name would who does Sonic's voice? Forgot his name. John Ralphio from freaking Parks and Recreation. I can't think of his name. That actor.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that guy. Yes.
That guy.
Right.
He's all right, but he's definitely the cheesiest line deliverer of the film, and lots of dad style jokes, and they're just bad. But it's still fun.
Schwartz,
It's still fun. It's just a fun time, and I liked it. So do that.
Cool.
See that.
All right. Yeah.
Good use of the rings, by the way. So you know how Sonic, he collects rings, and if he gets hit,
and then
they all
he
get
looks into
dropped.
something right all over the place.
And he's got to go pick him up again, or else he only has one hit death, right? So they figured out a way to integrate rings in a way that was really good. Like, actually a smart... Somebody actually put thought into it to make some of the video game things that happen in the Sonic universe work in this movie. And I was surprised. And also, Jim Carrey had me rolling. He was very, very funny. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. Moving on. Oh, I got to tell you about this guy. So went to the mall after to grab a couple things. Kim and I did. And Kim enjoyed the movie too. If I didn't mention that, she liked it.
Oh, good. Okay.
Anyway, we go to the mall, and I had to go to the men's room there, where you go to you go see where the men go.
Yeah. Feels like if there's one thing you don't have to explain, it's what happens in the next room.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I went in there, and it's a busy one, and it's a mall, so you got people in there, and there's limited stalls and all that sort of thing. And so there are people waiting. I just had to pee, so I went in there to pee, and doing my business. And there's suddenly this kid walks in some pretty crazy get up, Korean guy. And I knew that because I heard him talking before he came in, and I recognized the language because my brother speaks Korean. So as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, Korean guy incoming. Didn't know who he was talking to or what was going on, but it's him and a friend. And I kind of glance around and look at him, and I see him look at his phone, and he takes his phone and he hits it a couple of times, and then this blaring full volume out of the speakers of his phone version of some K-pop song comes on.
Okay. Nothing better than tinny phone speakers for listening to music.
It's amazing. Yeah. Really great sound quality. But in this bathroom, it's even more echoey and stuff. He turns this thing up, whatever this K-pop boy band thing was, and then just starts, and then holds it up here to his head, almost like we would in like Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo with a freaking boombox. He's holding his phone up here, and he just starts dancing around the bathroom to this K-pop. All around people, he's like weaving in and out of people, and like going up next to the wall, putting his foot up on the wall, and then going over to the other side, and then he's singing along with it with this K-pop thing for the entire time I was in there, as if no one else was there. Like he's just in his bedroom dancing around, listening to his favorite song,
like filming his own little music video of. Number one, phones in a public men's restroom need to be put away.
I agree.
It's like the movie theater. You shouldn't be talking on your phone while you're peeing, like holding it in your shoulder while you're doing your business. If you're in the stall and you're getting your phone out to have a conversation, I will flush the toilet and say, he's on the phone in the toilet.
Yep.
So that the person on the other line can hear it. No, it does not belong. No phone use.
I agree.
I will say, all right, a little game of Candy Crush while you're taking a duker, sure, but that's
Sure.
about it. That's really...
And that's fine. You can do that without interrupting anyone or
Yes,
causing any
exactly.
sort of whatever. You just do it. Don't turn your volume all the way up. But this guy, I mean, you never even, by the time I left, he didn't even look like he had to use the bathroom. He was just dancing
Really?
around.
He was just looking for a place with good acoustics.
Yeah. I mean, his friend was in the shitter. Like, his friend walked into the thing, shut the door, and he's just in there doing his thing. And he's out there just dancing around, waiting for his friend. And all these other people are looking at him like, really? Are you really doing this? Like, like just in front of everybody like this. Okay, free spirit, man. Don't let nobody hold you down, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah,
All right,
that was
well,
something. But then I get
Good,
this text.
Good for you, bathroom K-pop dancing man.
That's right. Then I get to see, well, I guess that's Saturday, but I get this text from Brian about a French fry. And you have to tell me the story.
Yeah, so this was at the Mammoth game. And so Crazy Neighbor and I still have our season tickets, but we've given up the tickets that Mrs. Crazy Neighbor and Tina would use because Mrs. Crazy Neighbor wasn't having as much fun at the game, and it was always a real hard time last minute trying to find somebody who would take her seat. So
Just
so
not a
sometimes
live
Tina would be
sports.
sitting alone.
Just not a live sports fan. She doesn't like that
Just
stuff.
not if it were the Packers, she'd be there 2 hours early to make sure that the area around her seat was clear of debris and that the sound system was adequately tuned to our section. So we just have, it's just me and Dave now, Crazy Neighbor Dave, who goes see the Mammoth. And he nudges me and says, take a look at the way the woman across the aisle eats French fries. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay. And I watched as she had an entire French fry boat, those little cardboard boats full of French fries,
Yeah.
little ketchup pile in the corner. And she would take one French fry and put it partially in her mouth. And then with her hand or her finger, she would push the French fry in like she's loading a juicer or trying to unstick a fax machine or something. Sometimes it would be with the finger, sometimes with the whole palm of her hand. Usually if it was she'd do 2 or 3 fries at once, she would do the palm of her hand like she's turning trees into pulp with one of those tree mashers.
So wait, was she chewing as she did it? Like, was she going like that, or is it just?
Yes. No, she would chew after the entire fry was in her mouth, unless it was a long fry, and then she would chew. But it was like we could almost like make it sound like as soon as it was going in.
That's weird.
And yeah, they were crinkle cut fries, so she was getting the whole like
oh yeah
experience with the lips too.
Yeah, why not? Why not go full?
Those fries were ribbed for her pleasure. But yeah, we couldn't take our eyes off of it, and we were trying to be very subtle, and like if she looked like she was going to be looking our way, we'd suddenly be watching back, focused on the game. But
so she never caught you guys looking at her or staring at
never
her?
caught us, because she'd still smile and high five us all when the Mammoth scored, which was a lot. They won.
Was her hand all greasy with fry juice and salt and everything?
You know what? It's a good point. Her palms might have been a little salty and greasy from.
Yeah, when I'm trying to think, when I eat fries and I don't think anyone's looking, what am I doing? I'm actually just biting, chewing.
Yeah, I mean, you put the fries in your mouth, you chew. It's not you're not like.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah,
it's like the lady eating out of a mayonnaise bottle at a game. Did you ever see that lady? She's just like spooning mayonnaise.
No,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
I feel like she's got to be punking us. Like,
That's what I think.
It's really something like Greek yogurt in there with.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? Like, why would anyone do that?
I would think so.
Nobody does that.
But then later that night, I decided to go out and just overdo it with Crazy Neighbor. We got 2 of those little lift scooters and rode them completely across downtown Denver to the sake place, the Colorado Sake Company.
Yeah. That did not end
20-degree weather.
Yeah.
Basically, we could not feel our fingers by the time we got to our location.
Yeah, we live in the same climate, man. That's a bad night to be out in the
It is a
open
really
like that.
bad night. And then I checked my pockets yesterday morning and found that I had taken one of the glasses from the Colorado Sake Company. I don't remember doing that, but apparently I took one of their glasses and put it in my pocket.
What do they look
And
like? Are they just
also
like,
missed a lift ride, and I got charged for missing a lift ride because I had ordered one, I guess, and I.
and you
never showed
forgot?
up for
Boy,
it.
you guys did drink. You put some of that down.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like that feeling at all of finding things out that I did the night before because I don't want to. I don't like that experience of not feeling like I had control.
That happened that one time in the crazy neighbor's basement. I noticed that the one connection or the one commonality to every time this happens to you is crazy neighbor is the one vector point.
Oh, he is absolutely the common denominator. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think we would have probably stopped at one place, had one cider or something like that. If we'd stopped someplace right by the Pepsi Center, gotten in a lift or gotten on the train, and and ended up for the lift ride that we did take.
Mm-hmm.
That was like a $50 lift ride. I don't know what made it so expensive, but it was normally coming from downtown is about $20.
Yeah. What do you think that was about? Did they go a weird route or something? How's that work?
No, I
don't
think it
know.
was Prime. It must have been Prime or something,
Oh.
or I don't know, but it was
Maybe crazy neighbor pooped on the chair in the back and they had to charge you
maybe.
double.
Maybe somehow the Sake company said, "All right, throw a few extra bucks on this," because the dude walked out with one of our glasses.
Yeah. No kidding. Well, all right. Well, you're alive though. All's well.
I'm alive, and then I met Chad the drone guy yesterday from our chat room. Met him
Nice.
for a cider because if I wouldn't have, I definitely wanted to meet up with him,
Mm-hmm.
and we were meeting at the Terminal Bar at the Union Station in downtown Denver.
Mm.
I felt like I had to have a drink there.
Yeah.
But had I not been meeting him, I would not have had anything to drink yesterday. And I did keep it to just a cider because, all right, a cider I can do, but I still was feeling a little rough from Saturday.
So let me understand this. Do ciders
Yes.
have?
Alcohol?
I mean, they do, but it's just less, right? It's like a
Way less. It's like drinking a beer.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
It's a nice mild little thing.
Exactly.
Entry level
A
alcohol.
little hair of the dog. Maybe that was okay. And then I went and did trivia afterwards and had a good night.
Yeah. And dude, how was your trivia mind after all of that? Everything kick in?
Actually went well. We it was just two of us. It was just me and Don, and we still won by 1 point. 19 teams playing last night at Milk Market, and we won by 1 point.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
That's pretty good. I mean, I'm no expert on any of this or how it works, but it sounds like winning by 1 point is better than losing by any points. So well done.
This is absolutely true. Yes,
Well done indeed.
for sure.
All right.
Speaking of games of skill and the mind and contests of
And a little bit of the luck.
prowess and
Some
luck.
some luck. Now this. We're gonna We're gonna play Babel Royale with our good pal Brian Dunaway, who's on the line from almost said North Carolina, South Carolina. Hi, Brian.
Pay me.
Pay you.
Oh, hi, Scott and
Oh,
Brian.
Hi. How are
Hello.
you? Hi. How are you? Are you doing well? Are you warm and comfy and all the things that you should be? down
No, I'm not warm and comfy. It's wet and cold outside. I
Oh.
don't like it.
there? Okay.
I'm not made for this weather.
Well, we're not. We're only.
I'm made for 70 degrees.
Sure.
Normal humidity.
Yeah. Normal.
Please and thank you.
I'm pretty excited because in June I get to come join your heat monster, Southern Heat, when I go to Mississippi, and it's going to be freaking
Oh
nasty.
yeah.
Going to be
When's
pitting
that?
out.
You gotta
That's
love the
June
Mississippis.
June something. I forget.
M.I. double crooked back. How does it go?
I've never heard that. I've heard MI double SI double double PI or something like that. It was something Flo on Alice said.
right.
MISSI. Wait, MISSI.
M.I. crooked back, something I can't remember.
I don't remember that at all. I just remember how to spell it because we had normal schools. Just kidding. Hey, Brian Dunaway, it's good to have you here.
People with crooked backs.
Hey, you should go see that. You should see that Sonic movie. I think you and
I want to see the Sonic movie. I heard
Yeah.
you talking about it earlier, and I'm very excited about
Yeah.
going to see it. It seems like it'd be right up my alley.
It is up your alley. I know you'll
I'm
enjoy
just
it.
picturing Scott going to the movie theater. Oh, let's see, Sonic or Parasite?
Right.
Korean Oscar winner, best foreign film.
Time for some
amazing.
Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic.
Did it have any blast processing?
No, but they made a couple of references to a few things like that. I won't give away where or what, but
Hilarious. That actually is really funny.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
But then I'd like to pay for my ticket with quarters, please.
For the record, our choices were that or Birds of Prey, and Parasite is not showing at that theater, so we would have to have gotten that at home or something. I don't know if that's
That would be kind of a tough choice. I want to see I want to see Bird of Prey too, but I don't know.
Yeah, I want to see it. I hear it's great. I hear it's real good.
Yeah.
So I need to see it. Hey, we got a caller on the line to play this game. Well, let's find out who it is. Hello, thanks for waiting. Who's this?
Oh, hello there, Scott, Brian, and Brian.
Oh, hello. Who's this?
Oh, hi.
It's Ian. I am sorry.
Oh, it's Ian. You didn't sound like Ian at first. That was weird. that really threw me. It didn't sound like Ian at all for a second. That was weird.
Sounded like Randy.
Yeah, it was a little like Randy.
I was putting on my Randy voice a little bit.
That's what it sounded like.
That might have been it.
Yeah, well.
Did I ever tell you about the time I did a podcast with 3 other podcasters?
That's right.
Did I ever tell you about the time that I was sci-fi?
Yeah. I was sci-fi as opposed to I am sci-fi.
True story.
Well, that's great. It's good to have you here. We're going to have you be a part of today's game. Brian, you're going to explain how it works.
I am going to do exactly that. I'm going to give Scott and Brian a topic. They're going to go back and forth, giving me answers that fit that topic. If one of them gives a wrong answer, they repeat an answer, or they hem and haw and piddle around and take too long to come up with an answer. The win will go to the other player. Your job, Ian, is to predict who's going to come out on top based on today's topic. Today, you're playing for a couple games from our Steam Library Prize Closet, Fluffy Horde, and Chasm.
Ooh, Chasm.
Ooh, I like Chasm.
Chasm's good. Yeah.
And we have a closet of codes.
We have a closet of codes,
Yep.
the prize closet.
That's right. We keep it in there. We try not to come out of the closet, and when we do,
That's right.
we're ready to go.
I can't do a good creaking closet noise.
Can I be an angry dad for just a minute?
Yeah, go for it.
Sure.
So I've been looking for my jacket, specific jacket, for weeks now.
Is it your
And
morning
so
jacket?
I'm in the hall jacket closet.
Yeah.
This is what brought all that up. And I'm like, I noticed there's a jacket kind of on the ground. I'm like, oh, what is this one? And so I start shoving through, and there's like literally 10 jackets on the floor. Apparently somebody couldn't find any clothes hangers, so they thought it'd be a good idea to just throw all the
Just toss them on the floor?
Wow.
Oh.
I'd be pissed.
and just take the. Oh, so mad.
Yeah.
Oh, so dad mad.
Yeah, that's dad mad. There's this difference.
Dad
There's
mad.
specific dad mad. That mom mad too. My wife would. She gets on a warpath and that happens. So. I
No
totally get
jacket
it.
talk.
Yeah, no jackets.
Yes.
No,
Let's
forget
not
about
talk
jackets.
about jacket
Yeah,
anymore.
you got to wear your jacket. Oh, no, we got to move like Jagger. Sorry. Anyway, hey.
Anyway, so the topic today, now you know the prizes. The topic today comes to us from TMS Mashups Jamie. There are 37 Shakespeare plays.
No.
Not novels, not stories, not poems, but plays.
Okay.
I want to see how many of them you can name. There are 37 total. Wherefore art thou, Babel Royale? He says.
Nah.
This is what Jamie says.
Meh.
That is your category. You guys, how do you guys feel about that one?
I like it.
Just
I'm
to
in.
Just to give Ian some.
I feel good about it.
All right.
I feel really
I
good.
feel like thou shalt have a good competition.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Excellent. I hope you name things from the Ten Commandments. Ian, now that you've heard their confidence level, who do you
right.
want to go first, and who do you think's going to win?
Let's see. I think I'm going to go with Dunaway for the win, and Scott goes first.
All right.
Okay.
I'm down with that. Let's do it.
All right. Scott,
Um,
begin.
Let's just get some of the low-hanging fruits here. and
Right.
Go for Romeo and Juliet.
Oh,
That's a good one. 1954. 1594, that one was written.
Mm-hmm.
And starting us off.
All right.
How about
Franklin
that?
Zeffirelli did the adaptation, one of the movie adaptations.
Oh, nice.
Right. How
All right,
about
Brian.
that sounds like a much ado about nothing, if you ask me. So
Ah!
Meh.
that's what I'm going for.
1598's Much Ado About Nothing. Kind of a phrase that should get used a lot more these days. Wow, that's Much Ado About Nothing.
All right. Let's do. Oh, geez, my brain. Othello.
Othello.
Good
A movie about a board game with black and white chips. Or, I mean, not a movie, a play about a board game with black and white chips. Amazing that he was able to fill so many pages about placing chips and flipping over all the other ones between your two colors. Amazing.
Sure.
Fun game.
Othello, 1604.
All right.
Wherefore art thou? No, let's go with Hamlet.
Hamlet, sure.
Go with Hamlet.
Since we already covered Romeo and Juliet.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was trying to remember.
Be or not to be, that is Hamlet, 1600.
Okay. King Lear is my next one.
That's a good one.
King Lear, 1605. King Lear, a very good choice there.
All right.
Well, I'd be remiss not to mention Macbeth.
Yes, break a leg. 1605, Macbeth was written.
Jeez. Julius Caesar is one of them, isn't it?
Julius Caesar, 1599.
Okay.
Yes, very good. Et tu, Brute?
Et tu?
A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh.
Midsummer Night's Dream, 1595. Midsummer Night's Dream was launched upon us.
Oh boy, now we're getting in the weeds. Brian's video just helped me. The Tempest. The Tempest.
No. What video? How come you're seeing the video?
Because he's
Where's
got
my video?
My Tempest machines that I have scattered all over the place. Yes, the Tempest, 1611. Again, a play about a video game where you're shooting down flippers and blue lines. It's amazing.
This weird little crab thing on the outer edge of it, and you zoom through and do the
right.
next one. It's crazy. Yeah.
How about The Taming of the Shrews?
Oh, very good. Adapted into a fantastic episode of Moonlighting. The Taming of the
that's
Shrew.
right.
Also turned into 10 Things I Hate About You was the
was it?
the Taming of the Shrew
I think so. Yeah.
modernization.
Wait, shrews or shrew? Do we get them on a technicality here?
No, I was it's
okay.
just shrew, but I
he's
like
a
saying
Taming.
shrews.
Okay.
I was trying to be.
He shrewd a lot. Oh, were you looking at the chat and saw Jeannie say wrong, no S at the end, Scott?
Nope. I did not. I heard him say
Okay.
shrews
Nope.
with an S.
Okay.
I did
All
not
right.
see it. Chat room's off. I don't look at it during this.
Okay, all right. I was trying to catch you.
I'm trying to catch you right now.
No chat
Trying
room.
to catch you.
No chat room.
Okay. Back to you, Scott.
Damn.
Hot damn.
We're getting in hard territory here. You already did that, I think. And I don't think... Okay, so there's this movie with Anthony Hopkins in it called Titus. And it is a Shakespeare-based adaptation, but it's also weird because they set some of it in the future, and it's like it's a very odd adaptation. The thing is, I don't know if that's the full name. I'm going to say Titus because I don't know.
It is not just called Titus.
Is it?
So
Is that a bzzzt, or is that what is that?
Just called Titus is a TV series by Fox during the,
that's right. Actually, it starred
during the 90s. So
Titus.
Just
I can't remember
called
the
Titus.
comedian's name. Not
Right.
Titus Burgess.
No, it was something Titus.
The TV show is just called Titus, but
Right.
the play is called Titus. Christopher Titus. That's right. That was the name of the comedian.
Christopher Titus. That's right. Yeah.
So the play is called Titus Andronicus.
Damn it! Does that count or no?
I can't give it to you. That's
yeah, that's pretty specific.
That's pretty specific.
Oh
Right.
man. See, this is the problem. While we consume all these like modern adaptations and they jack it around, and then we don't know the real names anymore.
Just Titus.
Titus is weird, man. That is a weird effing movie.
It's great though. I really like that, and
Yeah.
it's got what's his face who played Nightcrawler, Alan.
Not Tudyk. Alan.
No, Alan Cumming. Alan Cumming.
Alan Cumming.
Who I really like. I think he's super compelling as an actor. I
And
like watching his stuff.
full man wiener in that movie from him.
Oh, really? In Titus?
Oh yeah, from him and
Anthony
him
Hopkins,
particularly.
or
From that guy, from the other guy you said.
From Alan Cumming?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, he goes bamf through the wall, and then you guys see his wiener. It's really good.
Yeah.
Crazy. All right, here's the other ones you could have said. All's Well That Ends Well. Antony and Cleopatra. As You Like It. Comedy of Errors. Coriolanus. Cymbeline. Henry IV Parts 1, 2.
All that history stuff.
I didn't think about those. That's funny.
About the Henry IV and the Henry VI as Part 1, 2, and 3. Henry VIII.
I didn't
King
think
John.
about his sequels. Dang it.
Love's Labour's Lost, Measure for Measure, Merchant of Venice, Merry Wives of Windsor, Pericles, Richard II, Richard III, Timon of Athens, played by who played Timon? I can't remember who played Timon. Troilus and Cressida, Twelfth Night, Two
Hakuna
Gentlemen
Matata.
of Verona, and his last one. I'm sorry, the last one alphabetically, Winter's Tale.
What is his last play before he died? Do we know what that is?
Sure we do. I don't have these sorted in that order. Do I have, let's see, the original email? No, the original email is alphabetically sorted as well.
Was it Everything Hurts? Is that the name of it? No?
1612 was Henry VIII, and I don't see anything later than that.
Huh.
So Henry VIII might have been his last one. That was
All right.
1612.
Well, you know what that means. Here, I have to play this now.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Ian, you've won. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about your win?
I feel good because I saw Titus Andronicus at Shakespeare in the Park last summer.
Oh.
So I was kind of hoping that would be the one that you lost.
That's a great one for Scott to go out on.
Look at you. You're not just I Am Sci-Fi. You are I Am Multicultural. Well done. That's awesome. Sorry, Brian. I interrupted.
Nice.
You were-
I was going to say, I saw, trying to remember which one we saw. We went to the Colorado Shakespeare Festival last year and saw Twelfth Night, I think.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
How was that?
So,
Was that good?
It was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was modernized in their clothing and the way they acted, but still the original dialogue, which is really cool.
This has just made me want to watch that Titus movie again. I think I'm going to do it.
Kind of is. Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
I didn't even know that movie existed, so now I need to go track that down.
You should
Scott.
go
So
find
thank
it.
you.
Yeah, it's a weird deal, dude.
It's-
I think you'd like it. You have to check
God,
it out.
the visuals are amazing though. Like the very cool industrial retro futuristic buildings and it's really cool.
It's really neat. Yeah, this is weird. It's not like everyone always thinks of what's his name, Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet, and they go, oh yeah, that's where they mix old Shakespearean stuff with modern looking. They all have guns instead of swords and stuff like that. This is something different than that. This is like Titus takes it to another level. It's like almost like Blade Runner-y, Mad Max-y kind of weird apocalyptic visions of a lot of stuff. Somebody rides a motorcycle, if I remember right. Like, it's weird. It's a real, but at the same time, it's very traditional, like Shakespeare. It's something to watch. It's definitely a weird thing.
Julie Taymor was the director on that. I was trying to remember who it was, but
Jessica Lange's in it. Who else? A bunch of other people. It's very good.
Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark.
James Frame.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, James Frame is in it? James Frame.
James Frame.
Oh, that's my
Yeah.
favorite Frame. All right.
No, James Frame. We were talking about him last week. He's
Yeah.
the guy who's
the guy that's in every period piece thing ever, and he plays Sarek
Exactly.
on Star Trek. Yeah.
That's the one.
I was
Yep.
just making a joke.
I just say it was my favorite Frame. I'm like, not Frame, Frame.
You sound like you're his personal lawyer or something. You got to get this.
Get it right. Get it right. He's Frame. He's Frame.
It's fantastic. All right. Ian, have a great day. Continue to be sci-fi, will you? Will you do that for us?
Will do.
All right. Bye now. Oh, there's the ring I hate. All right. Well done. Hey,
That's the
Dunaway.
ring you hate?
Yeah. Well, it's just annoying. It's loud. Hey, you killed it, dude. Nice job on today's deal.
Oh, well, thank you. I have a couple of classic books that I keep by my bedside, and there is a retelling of Shakespeare stories for children that was, I believe it was written in the 1800s, and it was a nice little collectible book I picked up from Barnes and Nobles. And so I flip through that occasionally, that and some that and some Shakespeare, and I also got some Sherlock. So I'm in the S's.
Wow.
In my little library of stuff I keep by the bedside.
Also, Titus is now 21 years old. I just want to put that out there. Jeez.
Christopher Titus?
1999.
No, this movie. Yes, Christopher
Titus
Titus.
Welliver, who played the Man in Black on Lost, and Bosch.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that Colm Fior guy's in it. I love him. He plays Marcus.
Oh, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about? That guy's great.
I do, yes. From let's see, House of Cards. I'm looking at like what I know him from.
Yeah, it's really cool. By the way, there's a really good review on here from Film Threat. From then, they still do Rotten Tomatoes for this stuff, and this guy says it's amazing how enjoyable Shakespeare can be when Kenneth Branagh's not involved. Oh man,
Wow, that's a bummer. I like Kenneth Branagh.
yeah, well, you dragging him in there, man. Jeez Louises.
Jeez.
All right, done
You guys
away.
ever have like guilt from books you didn't read in school? And go back and read them?
Yeah.
Like I was supposed to read The Wind in the Willows, and I never read it. So I picked that up this past year as well. It's like those teachers are still getting in my head.
How'd it go? How'd that reading go?
I haven't read it yet.
Oh.
I got it. That's one of the ones that's on my.
The guilt continues.
It continues. I'm like, I got to get on that. I got a book
Yeah,
report to
see,
write.
I have guilt of stuff like that, and then I don't act on it and I don't read. I have
Right.
guilt for not reading as much as I should. I need
Right.
to read. And
I
put
read those
down
clip
the,
notes on several things that I'm like, man, I just got away with something that I should go back and read those.
Huh. All right.
Just like the teacher always told me, they're like, you're only cheating yourself.
Yeah, but just think of all the
Because-
video games you could play instead of reading. You could play video games. Do that instead.
That's true.
See,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
That's modern. That's modern
there-
reading, writing, something.
Calm Fury was in the Umbrella Academy. He was Reginald Hargreaves.
Oh.
He's in all the good things. He's great.
He is in all the good things.
Even some bad things where he's good in them.
Good
Like
things.
he's the he's the bad guy in that Vin Diesel follow up to Pitch Black. What was it called?
Pitch Blacker.
No.
Chronicles of Riddick.
Chronicles of Riddick. Yeah, he was the bad dude in that. And just,
Wasn't there a Pitch Black 2 before the Chronicles of Riddick?
No.
Okay. I'm thinking
I
wrong.
don't think so.
I thought there was something in between there. I thought there was something that was between.
There was a
Pitch
there was
more
a
black.
there was a video game between them that was
Maybe so.
well received. That Chronicles of Riddick video game did really well. People liked it. All right, well then there you go. That's all we got to say about that. Hey, Dunaway, later today, 3:30 Mountain Time, we'll be doing a Boop Show where he and I sit and talk about those video games we mentioned, and it'll be great because I got a couple of weird indies to talk about, and one I'm going to recommend against.
What?
Against? I don't do that very often.
I will say, do not play this indie game.
Yeah, do not
You
play.
shall not pass.
Not ready for prime time, I'll say. But that'll be at 3:30 Mountain Time right here, frogpants.tv or twitch.tv/frogpants, however you want to get there. At 3:30, one of the games I played is called Wolcen, which is
Wolcen!
WOLCEN. And that, I think, is rad. So
Right.
I'll talk about that at length
I
as well.
played Knights and Bikes thanks to Kit London, who usually hangs out around the chat room. Thanks for that recommendal because I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I think it's
I
cool.
like you called it a recommendal.
Yeah, recommendal.
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 Recommendation.
Regimental.
Recommendation.
That'll be today at 3:30. Brian, kiss our butts.
Or
Okay, bye.
Wow.
Or on the podcast, maybe is what he was going to say. You can listen to it on the podcast. All right, well, there's that. We are going to do a little news because we have just Daryl today, so I'm not too worried about it.
Exactly.
So let's
do
do
a call
that.
now or something to fill a little time after Daryl too.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Here we go. Now let's play this. Whoops, where is it? This. Time for the news, brought to you by.
A brand new Fred and Can strip is available. Get it now at fredcancomic.com.
Yeah, go there now. It's a funny little joke today, I think, and a relatable one. That's what you always go for in this stuff is relatability, you know.
Yeah, it reminded me of something too.
It really hit home at the moment.
I feel like Fred.
Yeah. Was having a great day, and then the can had to just ruin it for him.
Yep.
Fredcancomic.com. Go check it out. All right. Well done, Rhett Law. Dead Cells is one of the best games of last year. It's amazing. All right. Moving on to the news. Here's one right here. 2,000 iPhones were given for free by the Japanese government to passengers stuck on a ship due to the coronavirus.
Oh, really? Is this the same cruise ship that got the free porn?
I don't think so. There
okay.
are multiple cruise ships
there
with these
multiple?
quarantines,
Okay.
yeah, which is really freaky.
Like if you can give me the free porn and a phone.
Yeah.
Were they just lent to phones, or they just gave them away?
Just
like,
gave them
away...
phones. They're like, the Japanese are so like, they worry about this stuff. Remember when they had train delays, and they just spent like days, apologizing and bowing and apologizing for the train delays. Like they're just so into like everything must go as planned, or else, man, we got to make good on it. So they gave phones away. Gave everybody a phone.
Wow.
2,000 phones. Yeah, it is nice. The smartphones were handed to each cabin, so passengers could access a app made by the government as per 9 to 5. They reported it last week. Said app was the Japanese Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare. Allow people on the quarantine ship to consult with a doctor. Smartphones registered outside of Japan are unable to access the app. This also prompted the ministry to hand out the devices to the passengers. According to the report, the 2,000 devices were handed out to ensure that each cabin had at least one unit.
So this is basically, it's less about, hey, we're sorry about this, have a phone. It's like, well, we need some way to communicate with you. We don't want to go through tech support of trying to get 2,000 people to install an app on whatever device they brought. So we're just going to give you phones.
Yeah, basically it's cheaper for them.
Right.
They did the calculus, and it's cheaper to give them the phone than do anything else, which is pretty great.
Well done.
It's pretty.
That
great.
That is pretty great.
Yeah, I would keep that phone. I would
Sure.
Say, I would say thank you for the phone.
Clean it off, but
would you? What would you? Yeah. I mean, I'm actually.
it's probably like 5 S's or something. I can't imagine that's like, oh, here's a brand new XR 11 or whatever it is, 11 XR.
Yeah, Leninade makes a good point. Their Summer Olympics are coming up this year, so with Summer Olympics on the horizon, you need to have all your poop in order. They need good press, is what they need. Good press.
They do. Yes.
The Empire of Japan is still good. I was going to say something. Oh, when I go to Mississippi, actually, it's Vegas is right around the corner for us, right?
Yes. Yeah. It's like
that's an international hub for people
over.
hanging out. So have you thought about that at all? Like we might end up in some of the similar places that a carrier of the coronavirus might have. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, but I mean, no more so than going to a busy shopping mall or a movie theater or anything like that. The Mammoth game. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people come to Vegas, but a lot of people come to Denver, and a lot of people travel through Denver, maybe transfer the virus to somebody else. And I don't know, I feel like they're being pretty good about restricting flights coming into the U.S. from certain areas, and
lots of Asian people in Vegas. That's what I'm saying.
Lots of Asian people in Vegas.
Yeah,
Scott, it's much ado about nothing.
Hey, I know that play. Anyway, so well done. Enjoy your phones.
If we get, maybe the Plaza will give us all free iPhones. If somebody there tests positive for coronavirus, we'll all be quarantined in our rooms. We'll get free iPhones and maybe even some free porn.
There you go. Look at the bright side always.
See?
Yeah. No, I like it.
I'm in it for the goodies, for the prizes.
Yeah, exactly. Smelling your lover's shirt could improve your sleep.
Oh, okay.
Now, I did this last night.
Did you
test
smell
it.
your lover's shirt? Your lover? Lover.
That always sounds like, hello there, doesn't it? A little bit.
Lover.
Whoops, that's not it.
Hello there.
Lover. Oops, our music went away. I did this. I smelled Kim's shirt before bed. She just had a shirt there. And I tried it because I did put this article in last night's notes before I went to bed. And I thought, well, let's see if this does anything. I slept pretty good, but I had some wacky dreams. So,
were your dreams at all shirt smell related? Like,
no, not that I know of. Like one of them was that Taylor decided to have all of her old high school friends over for a big party to watch a specific episode of Seinfeld. Don't ask me.
Interesting. What was the episode? Do you remember?
I don't remember. That's the problem.
Oh,
and here's the weird bit is in their dream it all seemed normal, but it got to be 5 kids, then 10 kids, then 50 kids, then it just exponentially the house was just wall-to-wall kids. So we ended up having 2 rooms doing viewings of this Seinfeld episode. And then they stayed so long that we ended up showing the Seinfeld episode, we ended up having multiple showings of the same episode over and over again to the people who were there. It was so weird.
We're now seating the 6:15 airing of the Seinfeld, please. The 6:15.
It was really weird. And in my dream, I was all sad about this because in my dream, I was running around trying to help and serve all these kids and bring them food, and Kim was doing the same. That it was wearing me out so bad that I ended up puking in the dream.
Wow.
But it felt like it was so real. The presentation was so real that I thought I lost my record, which is 2005 was the last time I barfed.
Right. You woke up relieved. Oh, that wasn't a real barf.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. I woke up thinking, oh no, at first I woke up and went, oh no, I've ruined my record. And then I went, oh, no, I haven't. It's fine. I'm here. I had a dream. It was a weird dream, and the only thing different about last night than any other night is I smelled Kim's shirt before I went to bed.
Huh. Interesting.
See? Don't always trust it.
So it's just a comfort thing. right? Like,
Well-
I've got somebody, and this is the smell that reminds me that I've got somebody.
Well, here's what it says. The researchers found in this study, participants who were exposed to their partner's scent overnight experienced better sleep quality even though their partner was not physically present. Our findings provide... Oh, and Kim was present, so maybe that was the problem. They provide new...
Maybe you should tell her that. I think the problem is that you're present.
Yeah, I'm sure she'd love me to say that to her. The participants had an average sleep efficiency improvement of more than 2%. That's not a lot, though, is it?
No.
2%. That's like
2% better sleep.
doesn't seem worth it to me. Seems like maybe that's a number.
I mean, if you just wrap the shirt around your face to where it's blocking your airways, maybe that's what's going to help you sleep better.
I hadn't thought of that. Let's see. I don't want to read this part. It's gross. To capture body odor on the T-shirts, the participants' partners were given a clean T-shirt to wear for 24 hours. Then they were asked to refrain from using deodorant and scented body products, smoking, exercising, or eating certain foods that could affect their natural body odor.
Okay.
The T-shirts were then frozen to preserve their scent. Well, this is a weird study.
Frozen scent shirt.
Yeah, frozen scent shirt. Not into it. They reported feeling well rested on the nights when they believed they were sleeping with their partner's scent. Moreover, regardless of their beliefs about scent exposure, data from the sleep watches indicated that objective sleep improved when participants were actually exposed to their partner's scent. So yeah, maybe, but I think it's still your theory holds. We know we've got a significant other that has our back and that they're there with us, and there's something humans need intrinsically with that. And at the end of the day, we're just, we're not that different from dogs. We just smell, we smell a thing and go, okay, I'm comfortable with this.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it. All right, here's the thing. Nobody wants or nobody needs what everybody wants. All right, you ready for this?
Speaking of dogs,
Yeah.
yes.
Speaking of dogs, you can now buy a dog collar that will swear every time your dog barks.
I want this.
I kind of do too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know
It's
what
not that expensive either. $60.
It's not too bad. So it says here, for every treat your good boy deserves, but didn't get, for every inch that you didn't scratch, your dog can now vent out all its stress, frustration, and cuss words. For $50, you get the cuss collar, which fastens around the dog's neck. Will spit out a swear word every time your dog barks. It's currently sold out.
Oh.
Yeah. People, again, thing you don't need, but you want.
I wonder how much of this was inspired by the movie Up.
Oh, that dog with the squirrel thing and all that. Could have been.
Yeah.
The pre-recorded words include bullshit, the F-bomb, and the like, says this article.
I want to know what the like. What's the like?
Yeah,
what
is the like? What is the like?
Does he use the C word, Scott?
Yeah, is it the C word? Does he say
Fuck that beeping mailman is walking in front of our house again.
I don't think it does full sentences, but I like that idea. Mischief.
So really what you hear is woof, shit.
Yeah.
Woof, shit.
Yeah, that's it. It's like a dog with Tourette's. Or a dog that's it's like a dog that's upset that it barked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like boof, shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Boof, F. It's pretty funny. This would freak my dog out. She would not bark after this. It'd be like a bark collar. It would just
Be worse if that sort of thing triggered your dog to bark. So it would just be a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
The collar would shout the F-bomb, and then the dog would bark because they heard the F-bomb, and then the collar would shout or make the F-bomb sound again.
Yeah. My dog would just shut up and not ever bark again. She does that already with like a beeping collar or whatever. Just shuts her down. She's done.
Well, there you go. Maybe it's a good way to stop your dog from barking, actually.
Yeah. So this is interesting.
Yes.
Oh. The company's most outrageous releases aren't products at all. This company's called Mischief, by the way. And they make things like bath bombs in the shape of a toaster that smells like strawberry Pop-Tarts.
That's kind of great, actually.
Yeah. They got don't tell your neighbor this, but they got a rubber chicken bong.
Okay.
Customized Nike sneakers with holy water from the River Jordan in the sole, aptly called Jesus shoes. But the company says their most outrageous release is not a product at all. Netflix Hangouts, an extension of Google's Chrome browser launcher, it's an extension on Chrome. Launched by Mischief lets you watch Netflix at work by making it look like you're on a conference call. So it looks like
Oh, that's funny.
it probably
oh my God.
overlays your image on it or something. I don't know.
Their website is insane. I just
Yeah.
put a link to it in the chat room.
Yeah.
mschf.xyz. Click that and have a look at their website.
I love this.
I do too.
This is great. Look at this, some of the stuff. mJournal. It's a website that will turn any Wikipedia article into a legit-looking academic paper. Print it, and you got the grade. MSCHF, you guys. Is it .org or .com?
Which one? This .xyz.
Oh, XYZ. Here it is.
Yeah.
Look at this site.
Man eating food. Hundreds of videos of a man eating every food Reddit requested.
You guys got to see this. This is nuts. So they just have like the persistence of chaos, times newer Roman, word of the day. Jesus shoes, bull and moon. What's bull and moon? Let's take a look.
This really is video of a guy eating mayonnaise.
This is just nutty.
Banana with eye contact. Oreos. Paper towel.
Find
Teabag.
Find stocks that align with you and yours.
Yeah, I don't know what that one is.
It's a way to do stock stuff based on your zodiac sign. Really? They're weird. These guys are weird.
Really weird stuff, yeah.
I'm into
Jesus shoes. Oh yeah, I wanted to see the Jesus shoes. Customized Nike Air Max 97s with 60cc of holy water from the River Jordan in the sole.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, there's a red light on top of the briefcase.
I know you brought this up, but I didn't read the whole I know you said the Jesus shoes, but I didn't realize it had like River Jordan holy water.
Yeah, that was the part I said out loud. Was the River Jordan holy water.
Right. Okay.
That's the rule. We only bring up the briefcase when we've said the thing. I know the rule. I will only use it.
Right, okay.
I will only use it for that. Oh yeah, look at they even have a rotating shoe when you scroll it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. All right, my favorite new company. Are they publicly traded? Can I get some
Swipe
stock?
is a desktop app that swipes on Tinder every time you click your mouse.
Wow. How is this even real? Also, why are we just hearing about this? Doesn't it seem like
do they
we
have
would...
video of the cuss collar? Oh, they don't. It doesn't look like they do.
Let's see.
Cusscollar.com. Geez, this page takes forever to load because they've got such a high definition version of the dog wearing it.
Everything about this site is nuts.
Play video.
Like none of this is standard web work here. It's all crazy. I think I love them though. I think I love them.
There's I'm hearing a video, I'm not seeing a video of them.
That's because they're
Here
mischief,
we go.
Brian. They're mischief.
There we go. I want to hear the dog bark. Swear words.
They have video of that.
They do. It's at the very bottom of cusscollar.com.
Let's see. I'm looking right now. Cuss collar.
Okay. All right. The video's fantastic, Scott.
I'm gonna go get it. Cusscollar.com.
Cusscollar.com.
All right, I'm going in.
It is F-bomby, just so you know.
All right, I can bleep it later. Okay, I'm playing the video. Chad, here you go. Whoops. Oh, I'm muted. Hold on.
So this is Grandpa.
You gotta go, I think about 40 seconds
Grandpa's
in.
not a good dog.
Where's the video?
He's a great dog.
Yes.
At the very bottom.
And he,
I have the same problem
he
you were
likes
having.
dogs. He likes people.
Yeah, where the video
He sometimes
plays.
has a little bit
Yeah,
of
it's like playing, and I'm not getting. Okay, here we go.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh,
there he
I'm gonna skip
goes.
ahead a little.
G-R-A-N.
He's a great dog.
Yes. That's what he always says. And he likes dogs.
gonna bark?
He likes
Why is it in-
people.
About 40
He
seconds
sometimes
in.
a little-
It's only
has
in
a
one
little
ear
bit of
too.
an
Yeah.
issue with men.
Yeah, I don't like
If
that.
Grandpa could talk,
Okay, here we go.
Dog collar. Lets you know what your dog. Can we put it on?
Here we go.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
Are you sure? What?
No, my dog wouldn't.
It's got a terrible speaker on it though.
It does. But
It's got a horrible speaker, and also it's all. Why is that video all left? I feel like I'm being
I know.
punked by these people.
I know, yeah. The video,
Everything.
the audio only in one ear is really messing with me.
Dang it! It's mischief. That's why they're mischievous.
They are mischief.
What an odd company. All right. Well, anyway,
Yes.
go get your thing. I
Go
guess.
get your cuss collar.
Final note: Utah man busted for using mice and hamsters to get free hotel rooms. Utah connection.
The Utah Connection.
Free hotel room connection.
Yep, exactly. A man is facing criminal charges after police say admitted to releasing mice and hamsters at least 3 different Utah hotels. Police say he has this is likely occurred at other motels or hotels. Police allege Ryan Stenell State, age 37, would release the rodents in his hotel room, then complain about it to get the room for free. 2 of the 3 hotels police investigated and compensated State, or that paid him, went and looked into it. State would point out feces left by the rodents, a probable cause, statement says. Hotels are then forced to contact pest control when animals and feces are found in the room. Police say State and his gang of rodents caused damage to several hotel rooms. Not damage, but probably
Damage,
a little
turds
poo here
left
and there. No big deal. Anyway, State is facing 2 charges of theft by deception and 3 counts of criminal mischief. Mischief, there it is again. Mischief. Human health and safety violations. All 5 charges are Class B misdemeanors.
I feel like there was a movie where the main character did this, maybe at restaurants or something, to get free meals.
Mm-hmm.
Like he would release cockroaches or release a mouse or something that he brought with him.
Yeah, what's that from? That's from something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like a cockroach in a little cage or something, and then he would bring it out and go, there's cockroaches in this diner.
No, Chokewood. Oh, The Mouse and the Beer and Strange Brew. That is exactly it. Because I was thinking it was
that's
Rick
it.
Moranis, and I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah, this was Bob and Doug McKenzie using it to get free beer from Elsinore Brewery.
That's the one. Yep.
Yes.
Good call.
No, Telly Zarell, choke, the guy would pretend to be choking, or actually he would start choking so that somebody would give him the Heimlich.
Yeah.
And then they'd be indebted to him for life.
Right.
And send him greeting cards with money every year because they felt bad about him choking, and
It's a pretty
that
good,
they saved his life.
pretty good
Yeah.
scam. That scam.
Sam Rockwell, man.
Yeah.
Great Sam Rockwell.
He's great. He's great. Always. Elevates everything. All right. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Daryl real quick about Star Trek stuff. So stick around for that. Before that, though, a song. Do you have a song?
I do. It's from a band called Post Animal. They're getting ready to release their album Forward Motion Goddessy, which is just came out via Polyvinyl. Big thanks again to Polyvinyl and Grandstand Media. They are touring the UK and the rest of Europe with Cage the Elephant. Great band for them to appear with. They're a Chicago six-piece band that does like psychedelic rock with a little bit of prog and power pop. Really, really good stuff. Totally dig these guys. Again, the brand new album is called Forward Motion Goddessy. Here is the song Safe or Not from Post Animal.
Right, here it is. We'll be right back.
Hey, what's up to all juggalos and juggalettes, my juggalo family? I'm back online because my grandma took away internet because I hit my brother with a can of ravioli. Okay, I just want to say I'm back. Whoop whoop.
He can't hurt us. He can't get in here.
This is the Morning Stream, where you get to be the man.
All right, we're back, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I've been watching a lot of cartoons. That's where I got this.
He can't hurt us. He can't get in here.
I found this like 4-hour compilation of like the best Warner Brothers cartoons from the 40s and 30s and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Cannot get enough of it. I just love it. It's just on.
That's
it's in
cool.
the background. It's just
So what's
going. I don't know.
the theme of that cartoon? Like, what cartoon is that?
That particular one is, I don't remember, but it was one of these ones where, okay, do you remember? Yeah, I'm sure you remember these. But growing up, there would be, Bugs Bunny reruns and stuff on the weekend.
Sure.
And some of them were like not about characters. They were like fake little documentaries or newsreels where it'd be like, let's see what's going on overseas with the war or whatever. And it would be like a dog in the army, where they would be like these fake little vignettes of stuff, or like a visit to the zoo and all the animals would do different things. It's very much like I don't know how to describe them. It's just like little mini joke after joke after joke.
But
Shorts.
not centered around like a repeating character that had like a series of these.
Correct. And those are some of my favorites, man. They're so good. And they did not like the Nazis, man. Those guys.
Well, no.
Just,
not popular in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. Having a little bit of a resurgence lately, but yeah. Not very popular.
Thanks to Jojo Rabbit. Well done.
Yeah, good job, guys. Anyway, so there's that. Oh, I watched What We Do in the Shadows again this weekend, the movie. It's so good.
Oh, yeah.
I exposed it
now
to
you gotta watch the TV show.
Yeah, I need to finally do it. I'm ready. I've got all the episodes like queued up. What's wrong with me? I love that movie. Why don't I see the TV show?
I don't know.
Time, Brian's time. Okay. Let's call Darrell Skeels.
Skeels.
Yeah.
Skeels.
See what he has to say about things and stuff. Pull him in here. All right, here he comes. I think he already answered. Daryl, are you there?
Oh, yes.
Oh, my gosh, that's so fast.
Hello, and welcome to Star Trek Adventure. It's kind of fruity, isn't it?
It's Daryl Skeels, all the way from beautiful Seattle area-ish, up there in
Are you
Washington
working
State.
today, or are you off for President's Day?
Oh, no, I'm always here.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Well, you're usually off on the weird government holidays, I thought.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes. Well, no, not really.
Are you alone?
Maybe once or twice a year.
Are you alone today? Because it sounds like you're not. There's no one else talking in the background or anything. You kind of.
Oh no, they're all listening.
Are they really? Oh, great.
They're
This is
all
perfect.
around.
Okay, so I have a quick admission to make. I finally got my butt together and was catching up on Picard, but I'm now only 2 episodes in, so I'm still now. What am I? 2 behind.
It's a nice little. Something we knew was going to happen, but a nice little reveal at the end of the most recent episode.
Yeah, I keep hearing that, and I'm excited to catch up. So I'm gonna try to do that sometime before tomorrow. I don't know when I'm gonna have time, but I'm gonna try. But anyway, I'm still really enjoying it. I think that show's cool. Do you have any thoughts on the big controversy? There was a big fat F-bomb dropped in the second episode. Some people are real bothered by that because it's like, whoa, you can't have F words in my TNG flavored Star Trek. What's this about?
Well, there's always been stuff like that, but the standards are different. And in the old days, like even in TOS, when Shatner said hell, that was like, oh my gosh, how did that get through?
Yeah, that's true, right? Yeah, it's just a matter of what time you're doing this. And now this is like a cable directed, direct to stream thing. They can do whatever they want.
They can be wieners or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
They can be whatever they want. Then the second question I had for you is, you live in a state where recreational marijuana is legal. This has nothing to do with Star Trek. Does Daryl partake in the gummies on the weekend, or what's your deal? No. Not your deal, not your thing.
No, never was.
All right,
or I'd be doing it already.
Right. That's a good point, right?
Sure.
If you're already
Think of
into
how good the Star Trek animated series would be with a little gummy action on the side.
I'd be into that. All right, that's all I had to say about any of those things. There's not a lot of news happening around Star Trek, although something started filming or something. What happened? You told me in the email. What was the deal?
Oh, that's something else. But well, before I get to that, I just wanted to say about Trek.
Yeah.
I wish that they were not taking so long to get into the action part of stuff.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny to hear you say that, though, because you're the one that usually champions the idea that it doesn't need to all be cinematic action all the time, and that Star Trek in the movies never lives up to the dialogue-heavy shows, and you would prefer more of that. You think they're swinging too far that way?
It's just too much setup. I think we should have had maybe 3 episodes of setup and then get going, but we're halfway done and it's still doing setup stuff.
Interesting.
Although we are getting into it a little more now. I think the next episode is going to be more interesting.
Okay.
I hope so. Yeah, because now I feel like we are finally getting some movement of the characters and progress, story progression.
What do you think of the Romulan variety of heads? Because it seems like Some of them have got the real heavy Romulan brow with the eyebrows pointing way down and all that, and then some of them are just kind of normal looking. Like, what's that about?
I never liked the application thing on their foreheads. Never liked it.
Interesting. Because all it did was make them look like evil Vulcans, right?
Klingon, or Vulcans, yes.
Well, they are supposed to be an offshoot of Vulcans, so they should just look like Vulcans.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is.
Right. Also,
and
yeah.
what's his name? The guy that did the the show with the ships and the stuff. Oh, never mind.
The guy that did the stuff with the
guy
ships
who
and
did
the
the
stuff.
show with the ships and the stuff.
Boy, you
Gerard
really narrowed it down. Really got it down into an area that we could figure out.
Boy, quit being so specific.
Yeah.
Oh, Battlestar.
Oh,
That guy.
Battlestar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Ronald
Jim
Moore?
said it.
Yeah. Ronald D. Moore said that he never liked he always hated the Romulan foreheads too.
Really? I mean, I don't. Well, they have to make them different in some way, or else you never know who you're dealing with, right?
Right.
Well, that's okay, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know. It seems like it's a
That's
lot
part
harder
of
to. It's harder to tell who the good guys and the bad guys are.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
I
kind
see
of
what
the
you're saying.
Good thing there.
All right. Well, take a gummy. You might feel different in the morning. All right. So, all right. No. The thing you were talking about, something was filming was the next season of
The
The Expanse, which you apparently you just want to
just
hump The Expanse. You love it so much.
Yes, I do. I am the dog to The Expanse.
Wow. Yeah. No. I'm a little surprised by it, given its grittier take, but maybe it's the more realistic take that's driving
Yes.
you, because Trek has always
Yes,
been about that too, right? Like realism.
When TOS first came out, it was seen as very realistic. I mean, even though really it's not, but at its time it was. And now I think The Expanse is a lot of the same kind of, we've never seen this before, this is super realistic, and it's still got positive stuff and hope and all that.
Right. It's nice.
And
Also,
great characters.
I love the characters. It's also, the books are wonderful. You should read the books. They're really good. But one of the things I like about The Expanse is that it treats space travel in a way that is more, not just more realistic, but also just more tenable. It's like, we're in the solar system. That's far enough for now. We can't really go further, and if we did, what would we do? And only that weird that Mormon ship they made is the only one that's going to try to go further than that. And then they had what was their whole thing with, like when they fly and they go into high burn mode or whatever, it's like really hard on their bodies and they have to drug themselves up, and like that stuff's fascinating, right? Like, because that's kind of what we'd have to figure out how to deal with that stuff. It doesn't go from space shuttle to Picard's in a nice carpeted room with wood paneling. Like, you have to have that middle stuff, right? I like that.
Yeah, you can't just ignore science. It's really there.
Yeah. And Matuba in the chat says, is it me or does, I can never say her name, Avasarala?
Avasarala.
She's throwing more F-bombs than usual. Yes. Ever since this went to Amazon, she's, it's no longer a sci-fi show. It's on Amazon, and Amazon can do whatever they want. So she swears.
Oh yeah, but it's almost like it's almost too much. Like they're giving her, like they're setting her up for responses that are super, well, we'll just have to get the effing da.
Yeah, it's a little bit of that, but she's also just like that in the book. So if anything,
oh really?
It only throws you because it only throws me even because the show,
because of the first couple seasons.
Yeah, it started with her being much more benign, and now she's much more like the character in the book. Had she always been this way, we wouldn't think about it, but it's a little jarring. I kind of agree. That's a little bit weird.
A little, yeah.
Yeah, but that show is good, real good. And I'm glad to hear you're liking it. I was worried about you, though. I thought you would land on it more like you would with BSG, which I know you liked fine, but I don't think it was your favorite thing, right?
No.
Yeah.
I'm really sciencey, so I really like the realism of it.
Yeah, me too. Edible pot gummy bears are very sciencey. A lot of science in them. You can get a little science out of it.
All science.
Yeah, they don't just put those together with magic. It's all science. Well, all right. It's all good and well. And any news on when we're getting these damn animated shows? Because I want those kind of bad.
What was it? Next year? I haven't even heard anything at all about him.
2021,
But-
man.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Boo, boo. But also, okay.
But yay for Bugs Bunny and all that.
Oh yeah, no, you're a big fan too, right? You love that stuff.
Mhm.
I'm going to
Yep.
send you this link of this 4-hour compilation. It's on YouTube is all, so you can just watch it anywhere, and it's great. And it's all 4K upres stuff. Like, it looks great.
Wow.
They have a big ugly watermark on it, but that's you forget about it pretty quick. And it's some of just the most classic old. You know, you get to see the transition from of Elmer Fudd from. They don't show the one where he's a black guy because that never got released.
Thank goodness.
And it's really oof.
That photo you posted was super like.
Oh yeah,
yikes, yeah.
they're pretty bad. But then there's this like big body, small head version of him, and then there's the big head, small body version that we all know
We're
now.
all familiar with, yeah.
It's weird. It's weird how he changed, but his voice kind of stayed the same during all of it. It's very odd. Anyway, I'll send you.
All
I'll
great
send you that,
stuff.
and you can check it out. Well, I guess that's it. Daryl, anything else you want to pimp or say or talk about?
I think that's it.
He has This Week in Trek at thisweekintrek.com, where they talk about at length all these Trek issues and things, and it's a good show. You guys should check it out. You can also find him on the internet at The Trek Nerd. Ga or
Ga.
Okay.
Ga.
I love how I has to be quiet because there's people in there today. I freaking love that. Hold on.
Ga. We're still gogging. Ga.
Guy's gogged out now.
There you go. He's just making me hang up. Still gogging. After all these years.
That's right. Here's our chance to play a mashup. After the mashup, we're going to eat something, and then I think that's a show. Oh yeah, we're good on time. So here we go. Mashup. Jamie sent this in, and it's great. He appears to be back on the saddle fully, and he's prepared one for us. It is called the Monday Mashup, Dr. Strafange.
Strafange.
Enjoy.
Proper crop.
Excuse me. Auto ban.
Auto bang.
Auto bang. Yeah, auto bang.
Auto bang a dong. Get it on. Auto bang a dong.
Bang a dong. Get it on.
Blew a little too hard and a little too fast.
Number 1, time for you to go out and do number 2.
You locked with password 123. I
Yeah.
typed password 123 and then I got in.
I can't believe I get in with password 123. Did she go?
And a little egg fell out of her swan dress.
Great.
Globuchar, go defend the eastern region.
They assign a transformer to the entire eastern region. Wow. It's like a rep for one of the pharmaceutical companies. You've got the eastern region.
Don't spend too much on your per diem. Globuchar.
Some nasty ass freaking disgusting out in the wild laying in his own shit pig. Oh yeah.
I don't think I would put that in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
A Spartamy.
A Spartamy.
I'm a Spartamy.
A Spartamy.
Yeah.
This is a Spartamy.
Yeah, I am a Spartamy. No, I am a Spartamy.
But she has an untitled Lila Neuerbarger project coming out this year.
That's not a real name, is it? There's no way that person's
Lila Neugebauer.
All right, Neugebauer, sure.
Valoran Megabladder has told us that we need to go defend the eastern region.
Valoran Megabladder. Amazing. Yeah.
The only thing that's separating him from us is a thin layer of gabardine.
And, you know, whipping this out at a bar or something, people are going to go, ooh, what? Let me see that. Like,
Yeah, I ride it naked.
I'm seriously going to jam this microphone up my own butt. I'm so pissed. The Strafanger in the morning. What does that mean? Is that supposed to be stranger?
Oh, a strap hanger. No, a strap hanger.
What's a strap hanger? Is it...
I think someone who's holding on by one of the straps in the subway.
Okay, all right. Never heard of that.
Strafanger.
Because it looks like a fanger, you know, the PH.
All it takes is an APH to turn a strap hanger into a stranger.
Strafanger. Anyway, on a morning A train, pulled a
Can't
bottle
wait
of
to watch Dr. Strafange next year in the Multiverse of Madness.
I noticed a lot of the Eastern region thing mentioned in
Well,
there.
once I said it once, then I decided to bring it back for
I like
for
it.
Valerian Megabladder.
Yeah, Valerian Megabladder is an amazing name.
Valerian Megabladder.
I want a video game with that guy in it. All right, we have not done a food thing in a while.
No.
Because people just got...
And there are some of the things in this box that we probably won't be able to do as trying it on the show because they need to be... There's a lot of cooking involved with some of these.
Oh, yeah. It's stuff we're going to have to just sort of review or have ready for the show or something like that. But we do have this beef jerky. Grab that dude's name while I play this. There it is.
A spacious and highly scientific workshop designed for the preparation of good food in great quantity.
All right, good food, great quantity. Let's see what we. Oh, these are
It is
aromatic.
Mike Savaria from Westport, Massachusetts.
That is some strong beef.
Really?
Take a whiff of that. Open that
Ooh.
up.
Ooh, yeah. Boy,
Yeah.
that's like, is this teriyaki? What's the, it's got a great scent to it.
Tab, where'd it go? Okay, here we go. This is Korean barbecue is what it is. Korean barbecue, grass-fed, grass-finished, no hormones, no antibiotics. Brothers is the brand. And it is really aromatic. Oh, it smells good, though. All right, so you just take out a little cube here, or a little slice.
I just took out a little chunk. Mine doesn't say Korean barbecue, so we might have gotten different flavors.
Oh, on your nutrition.
Does it say to the left of, where does it say?
On your nutrition label on the back.
Oh.
Right above
No,
it.
mine is Burning Pig.
Oh. All right, you got Burning Pig, I got Korean barbecue.
That's why I was saying, okay, that's when I said Burning Pig, you didn't respond. So yours doesn't say Burning Pig.
Oh, yeah, no
this
wonder.
is
I don't
spicy.
know what you were talking about. I was like, Burning
Yeah.
Pig. I was like, oh, Brian's got a pet name for jerky I didn't know about. Hey, honey, you got any Burning
hot.
Pig? I'm going to go on a... Oh, is it hot?
It's spicy, man. Oh, it's good, though.
Mine's not at all. It's very good, though. This would be good on
All
a
right.
hike. Go hiking with this.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to give that a thumbs up. Very, very
Absolutely. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike. And
I like to
we
eat.
do have some fava nuts and pumpkin seeds that we can eat on the future.
Oh, do we? What's fava nuts?
Fava nuts. I guess they are.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, fava nuts.
All right. I'm down.
I guess they're slices of fava beans,
And a nice Chianti.
crisped down exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The three ingredients in here are favas, salt, and oil.
I've never heard of those, but I will gladly try those on a future episode.
The nuts of the fava.
It was a great movie. It was very
Yes.
good. All right, well we'll give that a shot next time. Well done. Or who's sorry, the name again? Who gave
Mike
this?
Savaria.
Mike Savaria. I got to remember his name.
Yes.
Thank you, Mike, for that. And sorry it took so long for us to do it. It was mostly me waiting for my P.O. Box people to realize there was a box there. So
I don't have to worry about a P.O. box anymore, Scott. That place closed over the weekend, so I'm P.O. boxless. I've temporarily changed my address
Oh,
on
I'm
the
glad
website
you said
to reflect
this.
that, but I'm trying to decide if I'm going to. There's a UPS store up the way that I might switch it over to.
I just realized I have you listed in.
Oh, yeah,
couple of
update that one. I'll
places.
give you a new address to update that too.
Oh, okay, cool. Send that. We'll do it after the show, just or whenever.
Mm-hmm.
Just email or text it over or whatever. Okay.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
That's going to be the show, everybody. Tomorrow, there will be a new TMS as well, and we'll have all sorts of fun, so come back for that. And a reminder, on Friday, we had a really good TMS PM episode. And we put that episode up on the internet, and it's there now. And how would you know? Well, you'd have to be a patron to know, because that's where it goes now. And if you go to patreon.com/TMS, you can sign up at the very low minimum amount of $1 a month, and you would get those 4 extra episodes a month. Or I guess it's 3, because one of them is a play date. But yes, like, do that, be there, have fun. It's great. We love doing PM, and we'd love to have you there. Frogpants.com/TMS for everything else. Real quick, I was gonna ask you something important, and it was supposed to be on the air. And what was it? If it was so important, I would have written it down. Crap. Oh,
Brian,
no, I
have
know.
you stolen any glasses from bars recently, Brian?
I know what it is. Actually, I had a question about that. Okay, before I tell you this, the glass you took, is it those shot glasses? What do those look like?
It is like it's a little sake glass. So it's upstairs, but I showed. So it's one of those glasses that kind of is in the shape of a beer can.
Yeah.
You know, those are popular right now, but it's only about this big because it's for sake, and you don't guzzle, a pint of sake at once.
You certainly should not. Yeah, that's true.
You should not.
Yeah.
But and
That's
this is
cool.
Colorado Sake Company. I'm tempted because I also bought 3 full bottles of their sake to take home. And when I go and have those refilled, because you get a discount when you bring them back to get refilled, I'm thinking about bringing the glass back and saying, yeah, I don't remember taking this and I'm sorry. Or I just keep it and we never speak of it again.
We just show up one day and say, or next time you go there, say, yeah, last time I was here, somehow this ended up in my pocket. You'd probably make all kinds of good vibes there.
It'd be goodwill, exactly.
Or what if they went, swarm, we found him, swarm.
The one glass. We have thousands of these glasses, but we were worried about this one.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so the other thing I was going to ask you was we were trying for a Saturday play date today this month?
The 29th. Our bonus day of the month will be a bonus day for gaming, and right after Film Sack we will be doing patron play date.
Yep.
And we're going to see if we can keep Brian and Randy on for that.
Yeah, if they are, I guess we haven't asked them yet, but they should be willing-ish.
I think so. Yeah.
Let's see. I think we should set a time of. We usually get done
11 Mountain.
Do we get done by 11, 11:30, 11?
We're usually done by 11.
All right,
we start 11. At 9. Rare that we go 2 hours, 2 full hours with.
So it'd be 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2.
11 to 1.
Was it 1 or 2? No.
We do 2 hours.
Yeah, so it'd be 11 to 12 is 1. Oh, you're right. 1.
Yeah.
All right, there's that, and I'm just deleting PM from the schedule here. Okay, all right. Yes, that was all I wanted to confirm. So yes, our next play date will be that. We'll have the Film Sack guys with us, I think, unless there's something weird, I'm sure they'll want to join, and we'll have a great time. So looking forward to that.
And then the following week, I won't be available for Film Sack, but I'll post that on our Film Sack discussion list.
You in Chicago then?
I'm going to be in Chicago, yeah.
Shit taco? Just kidding.
I'm the Windy City.
Well, excellent. It'll get a little more windy while Brian's there.
That's right, exactly.
All right, that's going to do it for the show, everybody. Thank you for joining us and being here. Let's give you a little musicality before we leave. Brian, play a song for him if you wouldn't.
Sure. Hugh Rawlinson sent this in way back in November of last year, requesting it for this specific day, so I'm going to honor that. He says, hey, guys, it's my birthday. I think I'm 27, but they're all starting to blur together. Oh, really? If they're blurring together at 27, Mr. I'm only barely... Almost, let me rephrase that. Almost half our ages.
Yeah. A little less, but
yeah, a little less, but pretty damn close. I thought I'd request a cover of the track that annoys Brian because Ariel can't remember the word for feet. If it offends your sensibilities or you can't play it for some other reason, any Carly Rae Jepsen adjacent cover will suffice. Love the show though. Hey, Jean-Luc, how many lights are there again?
Oh, shoot.
Do you have that as an audio clip?
I think so. Let me pull it up. Also, real quick, can I just say we give heat to millennials, but he's my kind of millennial. I love everything he said.
Right. Yes.
That is amazing. All right. Lights. 4 lights, right? We got 4 lights. Here we go.
4 lights.
There are 4 lights.
There you go. There are 4.
That's right.
Yep.
See, spoiler alert on Picard. He finally admits that there were 5 in the later episode.
Thank goodness. And by the way, if they make one more reference to how much he loves Earl Grey tea, I'm going to fart blood.
Well, they stop. You're at the point where they haven't mentioned it.
Okay, because I'm done.
A while.
I'm
they
done
maybe mention it one more time in the 3rd episode. I can't remember, but
I'm done with the tea references. We get it, dude. We get it. You named your dog number 1, and you love the tea. All right.
Episode 4, he leans over and says, "Guinan, by the way, there were 5 lights."
I don't know if I've told you.
By the way, I need to get something off my chest. All right, so Hugh Rawlinson wanted to hear Carly Rae Jepsen's cover of Part of Your World, the song that Ariel sings in Little Mermaid. I'm kind of bummed that he's, instead of choosing another cover of Part of Your World, which I do have a ton of, he decided for another cover of Carly Rae Jepsen. I'm not going to play the cover of Part of Your World by Carly Rae Jepsen. It is exactly what you think it is, and so there's really no reason to play it here. Plus, I do think that one's licensed with an agency that I don't have access to. So, how about he did say another Carly Rae Jepsen related cover? This is a good one. How about a ska version of Call Me Maybe? Because that's a thing.
Yeah.
Here are the Holophonics from the Masquerades Volume 1 album from 2012, playing a cover that you're going to want to dance to with your, what are they called? Oh, yeah, feet. Here's Call Me Maybe by the Holophonics.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
I am the last one.
Okay.
Ah.
Jeez. He doesn't need to be so
And
upset.
my name is unpronounceable with human tongue. You can't say it.
I am 1,000 years old now. All right, let's see. Let's pull this over here. All right. Hey, we're on the tail end of things for a title choice now.
Sherbot.
We should probably do that.